I'm Brad Nessler, here along with two of the best commentators in the game, Kirk Herbstreit and Lee Corso. Well, folks, we're excited to bring you what appears to be another great gridiron matchup. And here come the Orange. The Orange are favored to win this game, but I think anything can happen today. Kirk, your thoughts?
Syracuse is going to be all over the quarterback in this one, Coach. Having one of the most gifted athletes at defensive end makes this defense that much better. He'll help his defense force some turnovers and get the win.
Hey, Kirk, AARP isn't calling this one wrong.
Syracuse isn't losing, no sir.
Both teams are on the field, and we're just about ready to open things up. And it's a short kickoff. Harrison fields it at the 18. Now let's see what kind of success this offense can have as they come out onto the field for the first time today. The big question today is if this defense can shut down this star running back.
I'll tell you what, Brad, I don't think it's happening. This kid is just too talented.
I'm with you on this one, Coach. These linebackers haven't gone up against a running back like this all year, and I think he's going to make them look a little silly today.
Make them look silly, huh? I can't wait to see this.
It's second down and 10 to go. Ball on their own 32. Syracuse lines up with three receivers. Picked off from the deflection. And the safety made a really nice play on the ball to grab the interception.
This guy's got potential. I'll tell you what, if he keeps it up, you might see him playing on Sundays.
And they'll look to capitalize on the good field position here. Number one comes to the line with three wide. He looks to throw on first down. He delivers. Complete. Oh, man, he took him down hard. And a nice pickup through the air.
I'll tell you what, fellas, I love this kid's throwing ability. He's got a quick release, and he's very accurate.
Second and 3. Ball on the 31-yard line. Newman is the single setback. Delayed handoff. He tackles him for a loss. Loss of 2. They line up at the 33. Third down. 3 wideouts here. Drops back to pass. He's looking. Number one lets it fly. Oh, boy, almost intercepted. That could have been a big play for the defense.
Yeah, even though he had a good shot at picking it off, it's still a heck of a play to force the incomplete pass.
And it's the offense that takes the field on fourth down. Newman alone in the backfield. Back to pass. Down the middle. It falls incomplete. They couldn't convert that fourth down.
Boy, look at these guys out there. They are fired up. Now let's see if it's going to lead to any point.
Davis on the run. Brought down at the 27. 2-yard pickup. So another third down upcoming for the offense. The offense lines up with 3 wide receivers. Jeds a tackler. Tackle at the 24. The chain gang is on the move once again.
I'm looking for the defense to change things up here. They haven't been able to figure out this offense.
And anything, Lee, whether it's a blitz, anything to change up coverage, one way or another, the defense has to make some adjustments.
They come out in a goal line set. Davis gets the carry. Ball is loose. Fumble. Number 91 falls on the fumble.
If the fullback keeps this up, you can bet his carries are going to go down even more.
Well, if he can't hang on to the football, the coach is going to put somebody else in there that can.
We've got a first and 10. Ball on the 21. Ace backfield. Looks to pass. Rolls to the right. He fires. He snags it. and he's tackled right away. The defense looked a little lost on that one, Kirk.
Yeah, they did, Brad. Nice recognition here by the quarterback to see that confusion and then take advantage of it.
First down. 3 wideouts here, looking to throw. Under heavy pressure. Sack for a loss at the 23-yard line. Second and long. Ball on their own 23. Going with the shotgun here. Drops back to pass. Throws it to the outside. And they couldn't hook up on that one.
The receiver did all he could do to make that play. The pass was just too far out of bounds.
Third down. They line up in the shotgun. Back to pass. Lets it fly. Intercepted. The 10. Touchdown, Orange.
Man, that was a super play by the defender. Excellent interception and an even better return for the score.
And the quarterback wishes that he could have that one back.
Hey, football fans, Brad Nessler here with my partners in crime, Lee Corso and Kirk Herbstreit. The hot chocolate and coffee stands will be swamped today as the temperature is below freezing for the Clemson Tigers and the Michigan Wolverines. We hope you're ready for an action-packed game of NCAA football. Here come the Wolverines. The Wolverines look ready to come in here and get the upset. Kirk, how do you think this one will play out?
Clemson looks to unveil their high-powered offense, and the guy to look out for is their wideout. Lee, I'll tell you what, this defense and this young secondary is going to have their hands full because I think they're a little overmatched.
I got to have to go with them, too.
Hey, guys, I'm bold.
Both teams are lining up for the kickoff, and we're just about set to get this one underway. Short kickoff. Tuttle fields it at the 22. Now we'll get to see how this quarterback can do today as he comes out onto the field for the first time. Guys, I got to tell you, I really like this kid lined up at quarterback. I think he's going to have a pretty good game today.
Yeah, he is a pretty impressive player. He has good mechanics, strong arm, good vision, and he's a great leader. This defense is going to have a tough time stopping him today.
Not so fast, my friend. This defensive line is going to be coming at him all game. Although if the offensive line can hold off the rush, if his receivers can get open, and if this kid stays focused in the pocket, then they'll do pretty well today. That's a lot of ifs.
They line up at the 45. First down. 3 wideouts here. Drops back to pass. Look out. And it's incomplete. He let that one go before the defense got to him, and it fell incomplete.
Sometimes if you can safely get rid of the ball, it's your best option.
Second and 10. Ball on the 45. Number 23 is the single setback. Watson fakes the handoff. He's hit and got away to the 20, to the 10. He's all the way home. Touchdown. And some of the players are looking back because we have a penalty on the play. They made that touchdown look really, really easy, Coach.
And that's what you get when you practice hard all week long. Practice makes perfect, my friend. And that was as close to perfect as you will get.
They'll line it up for the extra point. He splits the uprights with the extra point. With under 5 minutes remaining in the first quarter of play, the score, Clemson 7, Michigan 0. Clemson lines up for the kickoff. Decent kick. Edwards has it at the 5. So now we'll get to see the offense come out of the field for their first drive of this game. This drive will start at the 23. They line up in the shotgun. Perry with a takedown at the 24. They line up at the 24. 2nd and 9. Michigan comes to the line with 3 wide. This one's thrown deep over the middle. And they couldn't hook up on that one.
Oh, man. Dropped passes just aren't acceptable. I don't care if you're getting hit or not.
Hey, he'll shake it off. No big deal. Watch, they'll go to him again, and he'll come up with the catch.
You know, he probably will, but there's still no excuse for the one he just dropped.
The Wolverine with 4 receivers. He unloads it. And that one's incomplete. Carter was the intended receiver on the play. They're going to be forced to punt it away here. The Wolverines line up to punt. Hopkins back deep to return. He gets it off. Hopkins fields it at the 38. The offense ready for the first play of this drive. They moved the ball extremely well on their last possession on their way to the end zone. They'll start this drive at the 40. The Tigers go with the I formation. Steps up over the middle. He's got the fullback. Tackle made at the 46-yard line. A little laundry on the field, and we'll find out whose it is.
Holding on the offense. 10-yard penalty.
It's about time they called him for holding. He's been holding on to jerseys all game.
Scooter, these refs could probably call holding on every play if they wanted to. These guys get away with a lot.
They come out with 3 wide receivers. Watson to the air on 1st down. And it's caught. They'll knock him down for a loss. Loss of 3. Second down. The Tigers come out showing 3 wide. Watson drops to throw. That's incomplete. Hopkins was the intended target on the play, so that'll make it 3rd down. We've got 3rd and long here. Ball on their own 27. Number 23 alone in the backfield. He drops back. Throws this one out to the left. Incomplete. Hopkins was the intended receiver on that pass. And that 2nd and 10. Ball on their own 39.
39-yard line.
Clemson lines up with 3 receivers. It's a direct snap. Bonet tackles him at the 41-yard line. Number 23 picks up 2 yards with a carry, so that'll make it 3rd down. We've got 3rd and 8.
Ball on the 41-yard line.
Clemson lines up in a shotgun set. Somehow gets the ball away, and he brings it down. Nice play call to get him the conversion.
When a team converts on 3rd down, they can really frustrate a defense. When they converted 3rd and long, it just makes them sick.
1st and 10.
From the 40-yard line,
40-yard line.
it's 1st down. Clemson comes out with an I formation. Another run. Brooks with a takedown at the 38. The running back gets 2 on the carry.
On the play.
It's 2nd down and 8. Ball on the 38. The Tigers line up with 4 wide out. They'll give it off here. Number 23 gets 3 yards on the play.
3-yard gain on the play.
They'll line it up again on third down.
On the 35-yard line.
Ace backfield. Watson steps back to pass. And he's hit as he throws.
Way to keep your head on a swivel, kid. That was a nice job of locating the football and knocking it down to prevent the completion.
Sure was, Coach. He put himself in great position to make a play.
It's fourth down, and the offense is getting set to go for it. Going with the shotgun here. Watson, back to pass. Sheds a tackler. And they don't get the first. They stop him on fourth down.
You talk about huge plays. This defense stood tall and shut them down.
They'll set up shop at the 44-yard line. They're in the eye. He looks to throw on first down. Flips it. Someone got a hand on it. So they execute and move a little closer to the sticks.
Yeah, completing those short passes is the key because it lulls the defense asleep a little bit. Then you can launch one big one downfield for a big gain.
Second and 5. Ball on their own 49. The Wolverine set up in the gun. Waits till the last moment. Shakes off a tackle. To the 20. To the 10. Touchdown, Wolverine. He hauled in the long pass for the touchdown.
This receiver is big time, big play. If this were baseball, he'd bat cleanup because he's the biggest home run threat they got.
And they line up for the point after. And he tacks on the extra point. So with just over 2 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter, our score, Clemson 28, Michigan 7. Michigan is lining up to kick this one off. Michigan will take a timeout. That's their first of the half. Michigan lines up for an onside kick. Here's the onside.
Illegal procedure on the kicking team. We will re-kick.
Hi, everybody. Brad Nessler here with Lee Corso and Kirk Herbstreit, bringing you today's exciting matchup. Even though the sun is set, the temperature hasn't decreased for tonight's game between the Pittsburgh Panthers and the Baylor Bears. We hope you're ready for an action-packed game of NCAA football. And here come the Bears. The Panthers seem to have an advantage here. Would you agree with that, Kirk Herbstreit?
Baylor is going to have a tough time defending this rushing attack and this running back. It's very important that they shut him down and keep the ball out of his hands if they expect to have a chance in this game.
I gotta have to go with them too.
I'm going with the Panthers.
We're ready to get this one underway as the teams are lined up for the opening kick. And this one's a short kick. Coleman takes it to 15. Now we'll get to see how this quarterback can do today as he comes out onto the field for the first time. It could be a long day for this left tackle as he takes on the challenge of blocking this animal at defensive end.
We're going to have the opportunity to see a guy who can really create problems by getting to the quarterback.
And something tells me he's going to be getting to that quarterback a lot today. He's not exactly going against the best left tackle in the history of football.
First down, 10 yards to go. They line up in the shotgun. Griffin to the air on first down. Complete. Rivas with the tackle at the 50-yard line. They get 4 yards on that pass play. It's 2nd and 6. Ball on the 50. It's the tailback. Tackle made at the 48. Number 28 gains about 2 yards on the run. They line up at the 48. 3rd and 4. The Bears come out showing 3 wide. Griffin with the play fake. He throws left. Caught. And he tackles him hard at the 44-yard line. Nice gain, but not enough for the first down.
Yeah, that's a nice play there. They did everything right except get enough yards for the first down.
It's 4th down, and they're going to try to go for it. They'll go with the run once again. He's tackled at the 42. Well, it was close, but they got the first down.
Yeah, but it's a game of inches, guys. A game of inches.
First down. The Bears line up with 3 wide. Steps up in the pocket. He throws a dart to the right, and it falls incomplete.
That's just a great defensive play.
It won't look like much in the stat book, but that's getting the job done.
That'll bring up 2nd down. It's 2nd down and 10 to go. Ball on the 42-yard line. The Bears line up in a goal line formation. Griffin options out.
The defense just blew that one up in the backfield.
Just nowhere to run on that play, Coach. The halfback had nowhere to go from the get-go.
3rd down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 42. They line up in the shotgun. Griffin set to go to the air. He's got to throw it in a hurry.
Ooh, he took a shot. They just let him go completely unevaded to the quarterback.
That kid is lucky to be coherent after that hit. Wow!
4th and long.
Baylor lining up the punt. Garrison, the return man. He punts it away. It's a high kick. Well, we've seen one offensive drive stall. Let's see how this offense does with their first possession. They'll get the ball here at the 17. He looks to throw on first down. Across the middle. It's complete. Hall tackles him at the 25. What a throw for a big gain.
That is a great example of the quarterback seeing the whole field and finding the guy who had the best chance of making a catch.
They'll line up at the 25. It's 2nd down and 2 to go. Pittsburgh lines up with 3 receivers. And they make the stop at the 29. A good carry for the first down.
You guys know I like running plays with the lead blocker. But if they can run consistently like they are right now, it doesn't matter how they're blocking it. As long as they block, they're going to make yards.
As long as it's within the rules of the game, right, Lee?
Number 9 comes to the line with 3 wide. Gets the ball. No, they faked it. The big guy with room to run. And he's tackled at the 38-yard line. A flag came out after the ball was thrown. Let's see what this is.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. 15-yard penalty. Automatic.
And the defense gives up some free yards to the offense.
You know, penalties can ruin a team's chances to win if they commit too many.
First down, 10 to go. Ball on the 47-yard line. The Panthers come out in the ace formation, and they'll run him again. Hall tackles him for a loss on the play. They dodged a bullet right there, guys.
Boy, did they. That halfback has got to keep both hands on the football.
Coaches hate it when their running backs fumble the football. They are supposed to have the best hands on the football team.
It's 2nd down and 10 to go. Ball on the 47. Pittsburgh goes with the ace set here. Lewis gets the ball. 4-yard gain by the back. From the 43-yard line, we've got a 3rd and 6. The Panthers go with the I formation. Nice play fake. Fitzgerald hauls it in for the touchdown. That pass was humming, and it'll be 6.
You got to be kidding me. How do you do that? What composure.
We've got a 1st and 10. The Bears come out showing 3 wide. He lets it go. And he's got him on the run. They're moving the ball very well on this drive, guys.
Yep, the defense is preventing the deep ball, but the problem is they can't stop the short stuff.
And the offense seems to be building a little bit more momentum on every play.
1st down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 30-yard line. Baylor sets up in the I. Griffin on play action. He snags it. Fumble, loose ball. Looks like they got a lucky break there, guys.
What was the receiver doing on that play?
He sure wasn't holding onto the football very well, that's for sure.
2nd and 4. Ball on the 24-yard line. 4 wide receivers in the formation. He steps up, looks. He lets it go deep down the middle. And that one's fallen incomplete. That had 6 points written all over it.
You're right. This is the play they like to run near the end zone. Here, the receiver just couldn't come up with the catch.
Congratulations to our players of the game. Both of these young men should hold their heads up high today. The Bears come out in the shotgun, steps up in the pocket. He passes it. His receiver has it. He's tackled at the 18.
Whoa, that was close. Defense thought they held him there.
Well, the offense only got the 1st down by about a yard, but I'm sure they'll be happy with the new set of downs.
Baylor lines up with 3 receivers. He looks to throw on 1st down. Throws into coverage, and the defense has it. Hall brings him down at the 26-yard line. That was a nice interception.
With the way that receiver was covered, that was an easy.
Hi, everybody. This is Brad Nessler. With me, as always, Lee Corso and Kirk Herbstreit. The fans are prepared with their blankets and the heavy coats for this chilly matchup tonight between the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Oregon State Beavers. And we're set to bring you another great matchup in the world of NCAA football. And here come the Beavers. The Buckeyes have a slight edge in this one, but Kirk, I think anybody can win. What are your thoughts?
Oregon State is going to have a tough time defending this rushing attack and this running back. It's very important that they shut him down and keep the ball out of his hands if they expect to have a chance in this game.
I gotta have to go with them too.
This one's
Both teams are lining up for the kickoff, and we're just about set to get this one underway. He sends it off. Rodgers takes it at the 8. Now we'll get to see how this quarterback can do today as he comes out onto the field for the first time. Well, guys, most of the hype surrounding this game has revolved around this game-breaking tailback.
Oh, boy, wait till you see this kid.
This kid is a heck of a player, but he's going to go up against a great defense and an even better linebacking corps.
I think he'll run all over him, Kirk. Let's see how he does.
That one worked pretty well.
It's a good job here by the wide receiver to get open. He created good separation from the defense.
From their own 42-yard line, it's first down. Oregon State goes with the ace set here. Baker hands it off. They'll bring him down at the 46. 4-yard gain by the back. They line up at the 46. 2nd and 6. Oregon State comes to the line, only one man in the backfield. He throws it. They can't connect. Incomplete.
Kirk.
Yeah, Coach.
Did you see that drop pass?
Yeah, but it's safe to say that he heard footsteps, don't you think? I mean, the defender almost got there at the same time as the football.
All right. Well, the correct answer is yes, he did drop the football. Come on, sweetheart. The quarterback is trying to get you the ball. You got to make those kind of plays out there.
Back to pass. Wants to throw a screen. Complete. Arrington brings him down for a loss. Loss of 3. Oregon State ready to put this one away. Galloway is back deep to return. He gets it off. Galloway takes it at the 16. So now we'll get to see the offense come out of the field for their first drive of this game. They'll set up shop at the 22.
First and 10.
Ohio State lines up with 3 receivers. Collier with the tackle at the 35-yard line. And he busts a big one on this defense.
The way this halfback is running the ball, I'd put a few more guys in the box there defensively to try to stop him.
It's first and 10. Ball on the 35-yard line. Single set backfield. He sheds it. Brought down at the 36. A 1-yard gain by the halfback. Second and 9. Ball on the 36. The Buckeyes line up with a single set backfield. Toss is short, and he's tackled right away. And Kirk, that was a nice grab there.
You know, it may be simple, but whenever you can gain solid yardage, you're doing something right.
Third and 5 coming up. Ball on the 40. They line up in the shotgun. Pryor, options right side. And they'll lose yardage on the option.
Yeah, the tailback takes the pitch here, but he had nowhere to go. That's just...
Set up in the gun. Steps up in the pocket. Wants to go long and does. The ball is tipped. He almost had the completion.
Yeah, but the defense was ready and were able to get a hand on the pass and bring up 4th down.
Looks like they're going to go for it on 4th down. Rodgers alone in the backfield. Baker has his work cut out for him here. They don't get the first down, and I bet they'd love to have that one back.
I think the right call there would have been to punt the ball. You're not out of this game. Why jeopardize your chances by going for it?
We'll see if they can get it in as they start this drive in the red zone. Single set backfield. Pryor fakes the handoff. Throws it to the outside. And it's incomplete. Gates was the intended receiver on that pass. So that'll make it 2nd down. Pryor comes to the line with 3 wide. He's drilled as he throws. Incomplete. The defense got some pressure and forced a bad pass.
I think they've been a little bit more aggressive here with their pass rush, and that time it paid off with an incompletion.
11 yards out. The Buckeyes line up in an I formation, and down he goes at the 10. Quarterback picked up a yard at best there on the scramble. This should be an easy field goal. This one is from 27 yards away. It's up, and it's good. Hi, everybody. Brad Nessler here with Lee Corso and Kirk Herbstreit, bringing you today's exciting matchup. Those thin-blooded fans will have to wear layers today to watch the USC Trojans and the Hurricanes of Miami. Well, folks, we're excited to bring you what appears to be another great gridiron matchup. And here come the Hurricanes. I'll tell you, this one can go either way. Kirk, what do you think will happen today?
USC has a slight advantage in this one, guys, and it all starts on defense, especially at corner. His ability to make plays on defense is why I like them to pull this one out.
I'm smelling something, and it's an upset.
I'm picking the Kings.
USC is ready to open this one up as they line up for the opening kick. Short kick. He didn't get a hold of that one. Wayne takes it at the 20. Now let's see what kind of success this offense can have as they come out onto the field for the first time today. Well, all week we've been hearing about how good this kid is at cornerback. What do you guys think about it?
Hey, I tell you what I think. This kid is awesome. He's the type of kid who changes the momentum of the game in an instant from the defensive side of the ball. And you don't see that very often.
You're right, Coach. He is very good, but the wide receiver on the other side of the ball is also very good. We'll see if he can keep this guy in check throughout the whole game.
They line up at the 38. 2nd and 5. Portis on the handoff.
Kirk, how about that defensive end getting in there on that play?
That is just a great play getting into the backfield. This guy is so quick that the ball carrier never had a chance.
3rd and 5.
From their own 38-yard
Ball
line.
on the 38-yard
It's
line.
3rd down. Play fake. He's rolling right. He's looking. He delivers. The linebacker picks it off. A flag came out after the ball was thrown. Let's see what this is.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. 15-yard penalty. Automatic.
The officials march off 15 yards against the defense.
And when the quarterback releases the football, you can't do that kind of stuff. It's bad for your team, and it makes you look like a fool.
Portis alone in the backfield. On play action. Looking. He's looking for his man.
That's just a great defensive play.
It won't look like much in the stat book, but that's getting the job done.
So that'll make it 2nd down. It's 2nd and 10. Ball on the 47-yard line. The Canes go with the I formation. Lobs it up. Complete. And they hit him in the backfield. Penalty marker down in the backfield. Might be a holding call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. 15-yard penalty. Automatic.
This is
First
just
down.
an unnecessary hit. He should have been disciplined for a play like that.
His coach won't be too happy. He just cost his team 15 yards.
1st down, 10 to go. Ball on the 32-yard line. The Hurricanes line up in an I formation. Gets the ball. No, they faked it. Sack for a loss at the 40-yard line.
Loss of 8 on the play.
From the 40-yard line. 2nd and long.
40-yard line.
Back to pass. Here they come. And he's going to be sacked for a loss.
With the carry. 5-yard loss on the play.
We've got 3rd and long here. Ball on the 45.
45-yard line.
The Canes come out showing 3 wide. Drops back to pass. Under pressure. They bring him down. They came with a blitz that time, guys.
Yes, they did, and let me tell you, when you got guys coming at you like this, it's hard to stay composed in the pocket. He's lucky that wasn't a turnover.
Now, the defense outnumbered the offensive line. They got good pressure. Let's give credit to that linebacker for coming up with the big sack.
Number 17 awaits the snap. He gets it away, and it's a skyrocket. Swan signals for a fair catch. And now we get to see this offense for the first time as they head out onto the field. First and 10. Ball on their own 13. USC sets up with 4 receivers. Play action. Number 14 throws. This one will fall incomplete. Creighton was the intended target. That'll make it 2nd down. It's 2nd down and 10 to go. Ball on the 13. looking to throw. He fires left side, and he's tackled right away.
You know, it's really easy to overlook those guys on the line.
Yeah, the defense came after them, and those linemen held them long enough for the quarterback to throw for a first down.
We've got a 1st and 10. Ball on their own 26. High formation here. Back to pass. Number 14 lets it fly. They can't connect. Incomplete. Number 82 was the intended receiver on the play. That'll bring up 2nd down. Second down and 10 to go. Ball on the 26. Back to pass. Throws it. It falls incomplete.
He just overthrew them on that one.
Quarterback has to make those passes. You can't overthrow a guy like that.
It's 3rd down and 10.
Ball on the 26-yard line.
The Trojans with 4 receivers. Drops back to pass. Throws it out there, and he's hit immediately. Nice gain, but not enough for the 1st down.
Yeah, that's a nice
point. And he adds the extra point. So with less than 4 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter, our score, USC 28, Miami nothing. USC lines up for the kickoff. Wayne and Irvin back to return. Here's the kick. Wayne takes it at the 21. Not a whole lot of success their last time out.
Not at all. This offense has to do a better job of staying on the field and giving their defense a chance to catch their breath.
They'll go to work at the 40-yard line.
1st and 10.
Gets the ball. No, they faked it. Number 19 loses it. It's picked up by the offense. They'll drop him for a loss. But hold on, we got a penalty on the play. Let's check it out.
Holding on the offense. 10-yard penalty.
So instead of moving forward, they'll move a few yards back.
Boy, I hate to see guys making dumb penalties like that.
It's 1st and a mile. Ball on their own 30. Miami sets up in the eye. There's a play fake. He lets it go. And this one falls incomplete. Highsmith was the intended receiver on that pass. That'll make it 2nd down. From their own 30-yard line. 2nd down. The Canes line up in an I formation, looking to throw. He's rolling left, and it falls incomplete. He let that one go before the defense got to him, and it fell incomplete.
Well, sometimes if you can safely get rid of the ball, it's your best option.
It's 3rd down. Drops back to pass. Moves up in the pocket. Looks. Number 51 with the interception. Hi, everybody. Brad Nessler along with my partners Kirk Herbstreit and Lee Corso. No weather can affect us here today. We're in the Dome for our contest between the TCU Horned Frogs and the Golden Gophers of Minnesota. Well, we hope you're as excited as we are for this one. And here come the Golden Gophers. The Horned Frogs are the juggernaut in this game. Who should we be looking out for today, Kirk?
TCU should win big, and chances are because of their passing game, they're going to be able to make some big plays downfield. We're looking at one of the best receivers in the nation, and that's why this team is so tough to beat.
You're absolutely right.
I love the hook.
kicker's got the ball set up, and we're ready to get this thing started. And this one's a short kick. Trot takes it at the 16. So now we'll get to see the offense come out of the field for their first drive of this game. They'll start at the 35.
Take over at the 35-yard line. 1st and 10.
Minnesota lines up in a shotgun set. They'll work the right side. Rogers hits him in the backfield. A big loss after they stuffed the run.
Not much you can say there. The defense just shot in and blew up that run.
Second and long. Ball on their own 30.
30-yard line.
Minnesota comes to the line, only one man in the backfield. Dixon drops back to pass. I think the pressure forced that miscue, guys.
Yeah, good job here by the defense. If you let this quarterback set and throw, he'll kill you all game. But they got excellent pressure on that throw.
3rd and 15.
Third down.
Ball on the 30-yard line.
Drops back to pass. He's looking. Got hit as he threw. And they make the stop at the 33. That play was designed to pick up a first down, but they didn't do it.
It looks like the receiver just lost track of where he was on the field.
4th and 12.
They line up to punt this one away. Number 93 awaits the snap. Punts the ball away.
85. Back deep to return.
He dropped it. Turkey broke the cardinal rule there. He ran without the football.
You know, as a return man, your first responsibility is to catch the ball and then worry about the return. He just lost his concentration there.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 29. Number 22 is the single setback. He jukes. McBride brings him down at the 28. Number 22 gains about a yard on the play, so that'll make it 2nd down. They line up at the 28. 2nd and 9 coming up here. The Golden Gophers are lining up with 3 receivers. Tackle made at the 28-yard line. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. From the 28-yard line, it's 3rd and 9. Dixon steps back to pass. Looks, throwing left. It's tipped. Almost picked off. They're really fortunate that wasn't intercepted.
Not a very smart decision by the quarterback. He had no shot at completing it.
Yeah, but that defender had a perfect shot at it. He just didn't catch it.
So it's 4th down, and the offense is still on the field. Minnesota in a 5-wide set. Dixon has his work cut out for him here. That's incomplete. They stop him on 4th down.
You talk about huge plays. This defense stood tall and shut them down.
We'll see what they can do in the red zone. Let's see if they can get it in for the touchdown. Here's the give. He's in for the touchdown. How about that run?
Nice call by the coaches here. You use your bread and butter when you're near the goal line.
If this guy's the bread and butter, then the offensive line is the meat. They open up the hole for him to score, and without them, you got yourself a pretty plain sandwich.
And they're lining up for the PAT. And he tacks on the extra point with less than 4 minutes to go in the first. The score, Minnesota 7, TCU nothing. Minnesota ready to kick this one off. Ingram and Tucker deep to return. He kicks it. And he muffed it. Tucker fields it at the 19. Kirk, he broke the Cardinal rule there. He ran without the football.
You know, as a return man, your first responsibility is to catch the ball and then worry about the return. He just lost his concentration there.
The offense will start at the 21-yard line. They come out with 3 wide receivers. Dalton will hand it off. And down he goes at the 22-yard line. Nowhere to go on the delay. From their own 22-yard line. Second down. The Horned Frogs line up with a single set backfield. Feeds it to the back. They'll bring him down for a loss on the play. Well, the defense really put the clamps down on that run.
Boy, Brad, great effort up front by that defense.
Third down and 12. Ball on the 19. 3 wide outs here. Dalton back to throw. Throws a screen. In and out of his hand. That'll bring up 4th down.
4th down, and let me say one thing. This defense was up to the task that time in shutting down the pass play.
Yeah, they shut it down, and they got the 3 and out they were looking for.
Jackson is waiting for the snap. He gets it away. Keller fields it at the 37. Well, I'll tell you guys, the passing game was sure on target during their last drive.
And the quarterback had great protection by his offensive line. When he gets time, he can pick you apart.
They'll take over at the 41. From the gun, Dixon steps back to pass. Catches it. There's a very impressive open field tackle. They just took what the defense gave them on that play.
Yeah, you're right. That was a good job of getting that pass completed for positive yardage.
They line up at the 47. It's 2nd and 4 to go. The offense lines up with 3 wide receivers. Can't wrap him up. He passes it. Caught. Sanders tackles him at the 47-yard line. So they get it out there for about 6 yards, and that's a 1st down.
This is a hard play to contain if you're a defensive player. If you give him too much of a cushion, then the quarterback can hit the receiver with the short routes. If you stay on top of him, then he just might try and beat you deep.
The Gophers line up with 2 tight ends. Looking, throws it out there. They can't connect. Incomplete. Just out of reach of his tight end. They line up at the 47. 2nd and 10. The Golden Gophers line up in an I formation. Inside give. Mangum with a takedown at the 43. Number 22 gets about 4 yards on the play. From the 43-yard line. Now it's 3rd and 6 coming up. The Gophers line up with trips right. There's the play fake. Dixon is sacked. So they sent the blitz package on that one.
Yeah, the offensive front couldn't handle the added pressure and gave up a big sack to the defensive end there. Good call.
And it's the offense that takes the field on 4th down. Minnesota comes to the line, only 1 man in the backfield, and it falls incomplete. And that stop really almost intercepted. Nice play by the defense to bring up 4th down.
Yeah, instead of going for the interception, they did the safe thing, and that was just to tip it away.
So they're set to punt this one away. Number 93 awaits the snap. He punts it. And he muffed it. What do you expect from this offense at this point, fellas?
Well, Brad, I think they need to just move the ball up the field. If they can't get it into the end zone, then they need to get at least close enough so that the kicker has a good shot at giving them the lead.
And I know they don't want to leave it up to their kicker.
That's always true, Coach. I think the coach would definitely be more comfortable if this offense can push the ball into the end zone.
Tucker just couldn't bring it in.
And he really threaded the needle on that pass.
It's always hard for a wide receiver to make a catch like that in traffic, but a nice effort.
From their own 27-yard line. 2nd down. TCU comes to the line, only one man in the backfield. Dalton sets up the play action. Ingram can't hang on to it. He should have had that one, guys.
Well, that's a lack of concentration, don't you think, Coach?
Oh, you bet it is, and he'll be reminded of that on the sideline for sure.
We've got 3rd and 10. Ball on the 27-yard line. The Horned Frogs set up in the gun. He steps up, looks. Smith will make the sack. They were bringing a heavy rush on that one.
Brad, that's what happens if the quarterback holds the ball too long, waiting for his receivers to get open.
The punt team is on the field looking to kick this one away. Trot is back to receive. Jackson punts it, and he really got a leg into this one. Trot fields it at the 31. This is a pretty important possession for this defense, wouldn't you say, guys?
Most certainly. They can't afford to let this offense score again. They need a big stop right here.
You couldn't be more right, Coach. This is a very important possession for both teams.
You better believe they're going to be working that clock on this drive. Dixon has trips to his left. Leads it to the back. And he is drilled at the 37. Number 22 gains about a yard on the play. That'll make it 2nd down. Second down and 9 to go. Ball on the 37. Minnesota lines up in a goal line set. Dixon with the option.
They sure shut down the halfback on that play.
Boy, they were in the backfield in a hurry. The back just had no space to run the football.
3rd down, 12 yards to go. Ball on the 34. They'll work from the shotgun. Dixon drops back to pass. Wants to throw outside. He got a hand on it, but it's incomplete.
Not a lot of success for this offense on this drive, Coach.
The defense did exactly what they had to do, and that stopped them for 3 and out.
The Golden Gophers line up to punt. Number 93 is waiting for the snap. He gets it off. And he can't hang on to the ball. Well, guys, as this offense takes the field, tell me what you think they need to do to get back in the game.
I think the important thing here is to get the ball in field goal range so that the kicker can come in and win the game.
I agree 100% with you, Kirk. Move the ball downfield, put the ball in the middle of the field, and let the kicker do the rest of the work.
Man, we make it sound pretty easy up here, Coach. This defense looks fired up.
Number 22 picks up 2 yards with a carry. That'll make it 2nd down. From the 31-yard line. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. Minnesota sets up in the eye. Miller takes him down for a loss. 3rd and about 13 yards. They'll work from the shotgun. He's under some heat. Sheds that one. He's looking down the middle. He ignores the footsteps and makes the catch. Nice play call to get him the conversion.
When a team converts on 3rd down, they can really frustrate a defense. When they convert at 3rd and long, it just makes them sick.
In the red zone again. Let's see if it'll be another touchdown. Dixon, hands off. Number 22 picks up about 4 yards on the play. So that'll make it 2nd down. Second down. The Gophers go with the I formation. Missed tackle. Brought down at the 10-yard line. A 2-yard run by the halfback. This defense faces another 3rd down. They're packed in tight on the line. Gets past the tackler. The big guy with room to run.
That one should put the nail in the coffin, Kurt.
Yep, but I'll tell you what, this game was a lot closer than the scoreboard will indicate.
Either team could have won this.
football fans, Brad Nessler here with my partners in crime, Lee Corso and Kirk Herbstreit. No complaints about the weather tonight as we see nothing but stars in this contest between the Penn State Nittany Lions and the Aggies of Texas A&M. We hope you're ready for an action-packed game of NCAA football. And here come the Aggies. The Aggies have nothing to lose in this game. Kirk, how do you see this thing playing out?
Penn State will win this football game on the legs of their running back. He's got that rare combination of power and speed. Look for the offensive line to overpower him up front, and he'll have a big game running the football.
I got to go with the favorite in this one.
Look out.
Penn State is kicking off first, and we're ready to get this game underway. Short kick. He didn't get a hold of that one. Kirk fields it at the 13. Looks like we've got an injured player down there. Can't tell who it is yet.
Yeah, I don't think it's too serious, though, guys. He's a tough athlete. I think we'll see him back in this game.
First down, 10 to go. Ball on the 32-yard line.
First and 10.
The Aggies line up with 4 wideouts. He's going right. Got it to his receiver.
He did a great job of dragging his feet on that play.
Boy, what a good job of looking in to catch and being of where he is on the field.
Second and short. Ball on the 41-yard line. Crow lines up at the single back. They're going to pitch it. And he tackles him hard at the 39.
And that was an excellent tackle. He used perfect form to bring the ball carrier down.
Third down. The Aggies line up in an I formation. He throws it. It's deflected.
That's a fantastic defensive effort.
Yeah, the deflection prevented them from getting any yards, and now it's 4th down.
So they're set to punt this one away.
39-yard line.
Taylor is back deep to return the punt. He punts it. Taylor fields it at the 19. And now we get to see this offense for the first time as they head out onto the field. They'll set up shop at the 26.
The 26-yard line. First and 10.
High formation here. He's sacked at the 22. It's second down now, 14 to go. Ball on their own 22. Collins with 3 wide receivers. Collins will hand it off. He's tackled at the 23. Looks like someone was called for holding.
Holding on the offense. Still second down.
He looked like he had a handful of jersey on that one.
You know, you can get away with a little holding, but hey, you can't do that.
It's second and long. Ball on the 12. Royster lines up in a deep back, I formation. He lets it go. It falls incomplete. He overshot his halfback that time. It's third and long. Ball on the 12-yard line. Penn State comes to the line with 3 wide. Collins drops to throw. He's looking. He's looking for his man. Intercepted. Great catch by the linebacker, but not a smart throw from the quarterback.
It didn't look like the quarterback even saw the linebacker hanging in that area. It pays to be in the right.
Over.
Yeah, he just made a huge play right there. He knew what was coming all along.
You can't throw interceptions like that. You just can't.
So a huge series here. We'll find out what each team is made of. The Aggies line up with 3 wide. Back to pass. Elamimian will make the sack. It's second down and a long ways to go. Looking to throw. He delivers. The ball is tipped.
Good job there by the defense to get a hand on it.
It was, Kirk, but when you're going out for a pass and the ball is in the air, you need to go after it and come down with it. You just can't watch the defender bat it down.
Passing situation here on 3rd and long. Ball on the 44. The Aggies line up in an I formation. Lets it go. Caught. And they'll bring him down behind the line. And that's 3 and out.
And if you're the defensive coordinator, you deserve a pat on the back.
Looks like they've decided to go for it here. Texas A&M goes with the ace set here. Setting up play action. Across the middle. This one is incomplete. And that stop really gives these guys a swing of momentum, fellas.
You bet, Brad. That defensive play really ignited a fire on the sideline.
Yeah, this is a great chance for the offense now to build off that momentum and put some crucial points on the board.
First down.
The offense will start at the 31-yard line. The Nittany Lions come out in the shotgun. Collins on first down. Throws this one out to the right. That's incomplete.
Hello, sweetheart. Now that's how to break up a pass. That one had completion written all over it. But the young man on defense delivered a good enough hit to knock the ball loose.
He sure did. There was no way he was going to let that receiver catch that one.
Collins lines up with 4 wideouts. Collins steps back to pass. And it's intercepted. And he's tackled at the 30. What an interception. That couldn't have come at a better time for the defense.
And it couldn't have come at a worse time for the other guys. This turnover might be the decider.
So it's make or break time. Who's going to rise to the challenge? Up the middle with a fullback. Brought down at the 28. 2-yard carry by the fullback. Second and 8. Ball on the 28. The Aggies with 4 receivers. Waits till the last moment. He tried to hit his receiver in stride, but overthrew it a little too much.
That'll come in time. Just repetition, throwing that same pass over and over, and he'll be fine.
It's 3rd and 8. Ball on the 28-yard line. One-man backfield. He drops back. Looking. Can't wrap him up. Steps up in the pocket. Down the middle. Oh, great catch. Nice play call to get him the conversion.
When a team converts on 3rd down, they can really frustrate a defense. When they converted 3rd and long, it just makes them sick.
They're in the red zone. Let's see if they can take this one in for 6. Pro on the give. He's taken down at the 4-yard line. Couldn't get anything out of that. They're 4 yards away. Here we go. They've got all the big boys in for this one. They go with a run. Touchdown, Texas A&M. That could be the ball game, folks.
Not so fast, my friend. They're in a lot of trouble. They need 2 scores and need them fast. I've seen crazier things happen in college football.
They line up a few feet from the goal line. 3rd down and goal to go. The Aggies come to the line with their jumbo package. Touchdown A&M. Oh, that might have just wrapped this thing up.
I tell you what, Kirk, this defense had to keep them out of the end zone and off the score.
football fans, Brad Nessler here with my partners in crime, Lee Corso and Kirk Herbstreit. There's a chill in the air tonight, but it probably won't adversely affect either squad. Get ready for the Navy Midshipmen and the Michigan State Spartans. Well, folks, we're excited to bring you what appears to be another great gridiron matchup. Here come the Spartans. The Spartans believe that they're the better team. Who are you taking in this one, Herbie?
Navy comes into this one with a good passing attack, and they have a difference maker lining up at wide receiver. In fact, Lee, I think he's one of the best receivers in all of college football. Kirk?
Great minds think alike.
I'm picking Navy.
Michigan State is lined up for the opening kickoff, so here we go. And this one's away. Ivy fields it at the 11. Now we'll get to see how this quarterback can do today as he comes out onto the field for the first time. Today we get to see one of the most exciting defensive players in college football. Guys, your thoughts?
Brad, this linebacker is a pretty good football player. He's a very dynamic player and the undisputed leader of this defense.
This kid's a monster against the run, and he also very good in pass coverage. I just don't see this team running for many yards with this kid in the front seven.
You're right, Coach. It's not going to be easy.
It's second down. Peterson tackles him for a loss on the play. They line up at the 23. 3rd and 13 coming up. Hawley drops back to pass. He delivers. Caught. And he breaks another. He's taken down at the 27-yard line. So the defense will hold them as they go 3 and out.
Picture-perfect defense on that drive. That's what the defensive coordinator wants to see every single time.
Navy lining up the punt. Gallagher is waiting for the snap. Punts the ball away. Taylor fields it to 31. Well, the offense will come out and see if they can't get an early lead on their first drive. They'll get the ball here at the 36.
1st and 10.
The Spartans go with the I formation and hand it off. Wake with a takedown at the 36-yard line. Nothing going on that one. They line up at the 36. It's 2nd and 10. Henry alone in the backfield. There's the play fake. He's looking down the middle. That's incomplete.
It's going to go down as a drop, my friend.
A very frustrating drop. I like the play call. I like the pass even more, but it really doesn't matter if the receiver can't bring it in.
It's 3rd and 10. They use 4 linebackers. Drops back to pass. Steps up in the pocket. And he's got him on a streak. He ignores the footsteps and makes the catch. And they're going to get somebody for interference on that play. Let's see who the call is on.
Pass interference on the defense. Spot foul. 1st down.
They got the pass interference right, but I think they missed a holding call back at the line of scrimmage.
I didn't see it, Coach, but these refs are calling a pretty good game up to this point, so I'll give them the benefit of the doubt.
Number 15 lines up in the shotgun. A little juke. And he's tackled at the 47. They got 4 yards on that one. It's 2nd down.
Ball on the 47-yard line.
Henry is the single setback. Here's the give. Stewart with the tackle at midfield. A pickup of about 3. We got 3rd and 3 here.
Ball on the 50-yard line.
Navy going with a 3-man front. Play action. Throws. Complete. And he's level at the 47-yard line.
How about that? I didn't see a pass coming there, Kurt.
No, I thought it was going to be a run all the way. Nice call on 3rd and short.
First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 47-yard line. Michigan State comes to the line, only one man in the backfield. Number 15 passes incomplete, almost picked off.
They're very fortunate that pass wasn't picked off.
The quarterback threw it right into the hands of the safety. I can't believe he dropped it.
I don't think he can believe he dropped it.
Second down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 47. Henry is the deep back as they line up in the I. Fumble! Well, the offense almost gave it away.
Holding on to the ball is rule number 1 when it comes to running the football. That fullback should know better.
So another third down upcoming for the offense. The midshipmen line up in a 3-4. There's a play fake. Lets it fly. This one is incomplete.
He just overthrew them on that one.
Michigan State comes out with an I formation. Number 15 throws. He almost had it, but it's incomplete.
You got to be careful throwing into coverage like that.
Well, Coach, I don't think it was a poor decision. It was just a great reaction by the man in coverage.
That'll make it second down. Well, I can't argue with this decision. Here are our players of the game. Michigan State sets up in the I, moves up in the pocket. He passes it, catches it, and down he goes at the 24. Kirk, what do you have for us?
Well, that catch put the receiver over 100 yards. He's been one of the quarterback's favorite targets all game long.
Here's a 3rd and 3. This is the 8th play of this drive. The Spartans line up with a single set backfield, and he's going to be sacked.
He really got in there. There wasn't anything stopping him from getting the sack.
These guys love sacks. It makes their stat sheet look cocktail.
Michigan State will call a timeout. So it's 4th down, and the offense is still on the field. They use 4 linebackers. Looks to pass. Number 15.
So Taylor with a first down. It's huge. Navy's got to hang on. They're 19 yards away. Michigan State is from winning this important game. Timeout for Michigan State. They take their second timeout. Michigan State trying to get a game against their rivals from Ohio State. Now Morrow. Fake. Morrow to upper. Touchdown, Michigan State. The Spartans got one. Holy Saint Laurent. What a play by Rison. I believe we need a replay from this. We'll get a replay. Watch the replay. Let's see. Morrow throws. Rison. Let's look at the legs. Oh, yeah. He stepped in bounds. He with the ball. You need 1 foot in college. He does his job. Thankfully, though, that's the way it'll go.
Looking to extend their lead by a field goal. They'll go for 2 here. Henry lines up in the deep back. I formation. Henry runs a counter.
Great stop there by the defense, stopping that run.
Yeah, you know, you just gave up a touchdown, and you know they're going to go for 2. Great job of recovering and not allowing them to get that extra 2 points.
Michigan State lines up for the kickoff. Jenkins and Ivy back to return. Kicks it off. Ivy takes it to 25. So what do you think about this situation, fellas?
A field goal or touchdown can win it, Coach.
And the time is a huge factor at this stage of the game. This should make for an exciting finish.
They'll start this drive at the 37-yard line. Hawley looking to throw on first down. Throws this one out to the left. Oh, he had the pick and he dropped it. He got a lot of jersey on that play. Not too much argument about this call.
Holding on the offense. Second down.
From their own 37-yard line. Second down. And it all comes down to this. One last chance to throw one up and see if somebody can bring it down and win the game.